I'm Casey Meraz with Juris Digital, and today we're going to be talking about how to get more reviews for your law firm. Getting reviews on sites like Google and Yelp are essential to your law firm's success because that's where consumers are searching. Just remember, before we get started, you cannot solicit reviews from Yelp as that's against their terms of service. However, with Google, you are allowed to solicit reviews at this point. Here are some quick tips that'll help your law firm get more reviews. Tip number 1, screen existing clients. You probably have a database of old clients. Think about which ones were the happiest with your service. Then have the person who had the most contact with them reach out via phone and ask them if they would be willing to leave a review for the firm. Follow that up with an email and you're on your way to getting some good reviews. Tip number 2, if you use case management software and can set up a process to auto email clients, what you should do is sign up for a service like Get 5 Stars. What that will do is it will allow you to email clients after your case is closed or settled, and then they can give you a rating from 1 to 10. The good thing about that is you're allowed to set a review threshold. So if they hit 8 to 10 on the high side, they're then prompted with options automatically to leave a review at the sites that you want. You could do that on Google, you could do that on Yelp. Tip number 3. This is something that applies mostly to personal injury lawyers, but basically once the case is settled, what you can do is you can actually deliver the check to the client's home and ask them at that point if they're willing to leave a review. What this does is just allows them to leave a review from their home computer and at the point where they're the happiest. Tip number 4, you should use this review tactic sparingly, but if you work with other professional service businesses such as an investigator or a process server, you can ask them to leave a review for you. If you do that, just make sure they're honest about it and leave the review in their own voice in a clear business-to-business way. Tip number 5 is my favorite technique for long-term success for reviews for your firm, and it involves incentivizing employees and constant client communication. Here's how it works. First, let's start with the employee side of it. Incentivizing employees by either making positive reviews a part of their performance or incentivizing them with money is a great way to get them on board. Now, since your employers are the ones that are in constant communication with the clients, ensure that they have a positive experience. And when a case is closing, that person should call the client and inform them that the way that their performance is judged is partially on reviews. Doing this adds an emotional connection. At that point, the client is typically more inclined to leave a review. Follow that up with an email with a direct link as to where you want that review to go, and you're going to see it done 9 times out of 10. And as a bonus to you, we're going to talk about 3 things you should not do. Number 1, don't solicit reviews on Yelp. Number 2, don't offer monetary incentives. And number 3, I wouldn't recommend setting up a review station in your office on the network where all the reviews are coming from the same location. That could be flagged for spam in the future. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.